initiative.
Oh, good. Now, we know that in building a sustainable city, no matter whether you're working with one model community or with 100 model communities, this involves many different issues and government departments, and everyone's competing for resources. So when resources are limited, how does it work in Stockholm? How do you divide up the resources?
It's important to first understand the democratic system in Sweden. Local government has a long tradition in Sweden. The country's municipalities, county councils and regions have a considerable degree of autonomy and have independent powers of taxation. This means that the more jobs are being created in the city, the more money through taxes are flowing into the city's budget. Through Stockholm's different environment projects, such as a recently established sustainable area, Hammarby Sjöstad, for example, business is stimulated, jobs are being created, and more taxes are coming into the municipality.
Wow, so it seems like although the government system in Sweden is very different from that of Taiwan, they both share a democracy, and sometimes that's a little hard to control. But how about here in Taipei County? How do you, as the chief administrator of the county, how do you manage allocating resources between different departments?
Well, I have to be honest with you. It's quite a challenge because we have very limited budgets here. However, we try to allocate some budget to encourage people, especially bus companies. If you want to convert your bus by using fossil fuel to hybrid or electricity or compressed air in the future, we subsidize each bus by $15,000 US. If you buy a new hybrid bus, because we need to subsidize them. The cost for the hybrid bus is too high. Also, we subsidize some citizens by switching their fossil fuel motorcycles to electric motorcycles by $10,000 NT per bike per motorcycles. We also send a task force to factories to work with them to save resources they use, materials they use for making products, also reduce carbon emission or waste emission. It's like you have to work with them, you have to subsidize them to provide incentives so they can move toward this direction. Also because it's very, very expensive at the very beginning to buy new equipment. So our policy is to work with the central government, try to subsidize them to start. And we found out it works, especially taxes in Taipei County. We subsidize them so they convert their engine to hybrid engine.
Or LPG.
We subsidize them 100%, so they're willing to do it.
Wow. So what about the interaction between the county government and the local cities and township governments? Certainly there must be a lot of competition for resources. And we know that politicians of all colors, of all stripes, they always say they want to protect the environment. But when it comes time to pay for protecting the environment, then a lot of people are not willing to pay the price. So how has that gone in Taipei County?
It's very difficult because we have election system here. You don't want to irritate people by having too many restrictions. Especially people feel it's very inconvenient to their daily life. However, we still want to promote our policies here. Let me give you one example. Taipei County was not this clean in the past.
I remember.
But we wanted to, you remember. You are a citizen here in Taipei County. What we try to do is try to clean the street, clean the environment by having competitions among townships and cities. Also, we provide their big bonus prize, like 1 million the first time if you're the champion, then 5 million the second time. Also, we publicize if they are ranked the last or the first, so people can see the performance of their cities. That works. That works. It's like stick and the carrots at the same time. But I'm telling you, it works. Also, we are subsidizing them if they want to promote any low carbon policy. We subsidize them. We encourage them by financial incentives. Also, by telling publicize the information to the citizens, so they have also the pressure at the same time. It works.
Wow, that's interesting. Well, when we come back from our next break, we're going to talk about how local governments can work together with private business to achieve environmental protection. We'll be right back.
台北县它在营造这个人工湿地的部分，在学理上、在技术上都做得相当不错了。它是已经展现相当好的功能，就是有污水已经净化，然后又有人工又有生物多样性的创造，然后又有景色，让县民可以去休闲游憩、观察，舒缓身心压力的一个地方。总结来讲，就是说人工湿地它因为是仿照自然做出来的一个湿地的景色，那除了它的污染消减这个功能之外，那还有更多让人的心灵跟美感的感受呢，可以得到一个发挥的地方，是一个先进的城市是应该要走的道路。
这里是鹿角溪湿地，紧邻台北县的树林工业区的一片净土，处理了台北县80%的家庭废水，却没有一丝一毫的恶臭。在蓝天绿地的交映下，野生鸟类变多了。透过砾间过滤的程序，让大汉溪拥有喘息的空间。静下心来，还可以听到虫鸣鸟叫，这就是台北县近年来努力的成果。我们希望这是环境永续的美好开端。
Okay, welcome back to the last segment of our show. Now we're going to talk a little bit about how things have improved and how things have been cleaned up and how local governments can work with business to make things better. First thing I'd like to do is to ask Magistrate Joe about Danshui. That's one of the big symbols of Taipei County, and we know several years ago the water in the Danshui River was filthy.
Yes.
But now the latest reports are saying that the water has become very clean and that it's become the cleanest that it's been for several years. How did that happen? Can you tell us?
For 30 years. Yeah, for 30 years. We've done some great job. At the very beginning, when I declared that I want to clean Danshui River, people say you're brave but stupid. It won't happen. We found out the sources of pollutants. Of course, at the very beginning, factories which dump mud and dirt directly into the river, and the chemicals, expelled to the river, and the sewage, sarcastically, dumped directly into the river. So we shut down 30 gravel processing plants and 120 factories along the river, and we can purify 1/4 of the sewage of the total in the county by man-made wetland. And we also discovered that man-made wetland is also home for more than 110 species of birds and fish and all other animals. We also found out it's a very good recreation area for the citizens. However, it was a painful and hard-working process for the past 2 years.
Well, it's very quick, though. I mean, the river's been dirty for a long time, and suddenly in 2 years things are.
But it's
much better.
You find out, where the pollutants came from. Then just deal with it.
Get better.
Face it with courage, of course, and then do it. Do it. You're talking about 300 hectares of man-made wetland, not 30, not 3, but 300.